USU's landscaping is part of what makes campus so beautiful, but keeping these spaces green requires something that's becoming a lot more scarce here in Utah: water.
We try to strike the right balance between creating a sustainable and resilient campus with creating a beautiful and aesthetic campus.
In 2022, Utah passed House Bill 121 requiring state institutions to reduce their outdoor water use by 25%. Since then, USU's landscape operations and maintenance team has reached that goal, and this is how they did it.
Most of our landscaping for USU is secondary water.
That means the water originally comes from the snowpack that flows into Logan River, and then it gets directed into the Highline Canal system and dispersed throughout campus.
So we're constantly working with the canal company to make sure that it's going where it needs to be.
And once the water's here, they keep a pretty close eye on it.
We have smart clocks across all the campus. So it takes the weather data and then it compiles what the rain is, what the wind is, what the heat is. So our sprinkler system is constantly adjusting to support what it needs.
But smart clocks are only part of the picture. The landscape team is also doing a few other things to make campus even more water efficient.
We've done some heavy aeration, which is kind of creating some pore space so we can hold more water and air in the soil. We usually raise our mowing height a little bit. The roots kind of reflect the height of the grass. And as that root gets deeper, it can tap into more water resources. We put down wetting agents, which is a substance that helps the soil hold water.
Our teams are actively looking and ask for assistance to help us find leaks, make sure our irrigation heads are spraying in the appropriate direction. We're actually bringing on a team to identify some of the leaks in our piping system.
All these things generally help keep USU's campus water efficient. But what about during the dry times?
So we have a drought resiliency plan. When we get short on water, we start adjusting our irrigation. So we start on the outside of campus, and the central campus is the last spot. Our trees that are centuries years old, that if they die, we can't get back, that is the highest, most important thing we have on campus. We can plant grass, we can replace flowers, we can't replace a 150-year-old tree.
There are also plans to convert places on campus to more beneficial foliage.
We're looking at converting about 22 acres of turf to more water-wise landscape.
And we can do pollinator gardens for butterflies, trees for cooling effect, wildlife. We have several plants in here that can actually grow without water.
Most people don't see all the work that goes in, but behind all the grass, the trees, and the flowers is a huge effort to balance beauty and efficiency.
We're not just winging it. We have guidance from the state, from our local professionals, and our team that has a deep knowledge necessary to keep our campus in the shape it is.